And welcome back, joined now by our political analyst Mark Souder. The countdown is on. We are just 2 weeks away from Indiana's primary election, and the Republican race for U.S. Senator continues to be in the spotlight. Now Governor Daniels is getting into the mix. Take a look.
The truth can take a beating at campaign time, and this year it's Dick Lugar on the receiving end. It's funny in a way. These folks from elsewhere are here telling us who's a real Hoosier.
Okay, so there's Governor Daniels being a little bit diplomatic to Richard Murdoch, who is Lugar's challenger. This is an airtight race. The question is, does a late ad like this potentially make a big difference?
Well, it's an effective ad. The real question is why didn't Senator Lugar do this earlier? Why the Keystone ad didn't really work? He's been unloading the negatives. This is what we've received at our house. Attack ad after attack ad against Murdoch. And when you hear the governor complain about negative ads, this is the expression that politicians use to each other. I mean, it's the world's littlest violin. When you're doing negatives, you shouldn't be whining about the other guy's negatives. But that is the most effective ad Lugar's done.
Do you think it's such an interesting strategy, though, for somebody who has for 36 years been perceived to have been above all of this? That has been Richard Lugar's persona up until now. This scorched earth policy, I think, has really brought his negatives up.
I do too, and with the possible exceptions of Senator Beveridge and Senator Watson, there's been no Indiana senator since our state was founded that's more distinguished and more of a national leader than Richard Lugar. To probably his last campaign sink to this level has been very disappointing. He's not even raising what he's done in the Senate or defending it. All he's doing is smearing his opponent. Governor Daniels kind of is trying to spin that campaign. The question is it too late? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a photo finish.
Yeah, I think Lugar definitely thinks he's in trouble. It's interesting, too. Murdoch's campaign now the subject of a complaint filed with the Federal Election Commission. Rushville Mayor John McCain says that Murdoch used state campaign funds to pay the access fee for this database, then illegally transferred email addresses to his federal campaign, the one he's currently running. Murdoch's camp completely denies those accusations. And then there's also this. Friends of Dick Lugar have an ad out about Murdoch allegedly claiming illegal tax deductions. All right, so this is a lot of stuff they're throwing against the wall about Richard Murdoch. Murdoch has done the same with Dick Lugar, questioning whether he should be able to vote, whether somebody who doesn't live in Indiana should really be considering himself a Hoosier. What are these really all about? Do you think in this particular race people are paying any attention to the back and forth here?
These violations are trying to distract from the other issues. If you take all the charges against Murdoch, there's no charge of intent. And violations that send you to prison or get big fines are intent. Did you deliberately try to deceive? Senator Lugar is actually in more trouble on his one because Charlie White's in prison. But Charlie White tried to deceive where he was. The Constitution says a senator can live anywhere. But when you vote for state and county, you're supposed to have a specific address. That's why they have the fig leaf of that. So Lugar's one complaint is greater than all of Murdoch's others, but all of them are a distraction. There was no intent to deceive.
What is your gut feeling on this race 2 weeks out? Who do you think is going to win?
I think Murdoch got a little edge in the debate. I think Lugar probably has a better plan for finishing. So I think it'll be a photo finish. I've done an analysis by district for Howie Politics this week, and it looks to me like it's going to come down to Lugar's margin in Hamilton County and some of the suburbs because Murdoch's going to win the top and the bottom of the state.
Okay, we didn't have time to get to the Allen County Commissioner's race. We will do that next week, but this Lugar-Murdoch one is a barn burner. It's the big one that everybody wants to know about, so appropriate to talk about that more tonight. Mark Souder, as always, thanks for the insight.
Thank you.